right, true crime crew, brace yourself. This one's gonna chill you to the bone. It's November 28th, 1981, off Catalina Island, California. The yacht Splendour rocks gently in the dark. Natalie Wood, Hollywood's golden girl, is laughing, sipping wine with her husband Robert Wagner and co-star Christopher Walken. Then screams pierce the night. A man's voice roars, "Get off my fucking boat." Hours later, Natalie's body floats near a cave, bruised in her nightgown. Was it a drunken slip or something darker? If your heart's already racing, hit that subscribe button because we're plunging into a mystery that still haunts Hollywood. Let's dive in. Natalie Wood was Hollywood royalty. At 43, she dazzled in West Side Story, Rebel Without a Cause, a star since she was 8 in Miracle on 34th Street. Her life, a roller coaster. She married Robert Wagner, R.J., to friends in 1957, divorced him in 1962 after whispers of affairs, married producer Richard Gregson, had daughter Natasha, then remarried Wagner in 1972, welcoming daughter Courtney. In 1981, she was shooting Brainstorm with Christopher Walken, a magnetic co-star, and thinking of stepping back to focus on her girls. The Splendour was their haven, a yacht where Natalie and Wagner partied with friends. But here's the kicker. Natalie was terrified of deep water. Her sister Lana says she'd panic just looking at the ocean, once telling her, "I'd rather die than swim out there." So why was she alone in the Pacific that night? It's the weekend after Thanksgiving 1981. Natalie, Wagner, Walken, and yacht captain Dennis Davern are on the Splendour anchored off Catalina. The vibe starts, festive wine flows, music plays, laughter echoes. But tension simmers. Wagner's burning with jealousy, convinced Natalie's too flirty with Walken, her Brainstorm co-star. Things explode at dinner. Wagner smashes a wine bottle on the table, screaming at Walken. "What are you trying to do, My wife, Natalie, mortified, storms to her cabin. Later, Davern hears footsteps on deck, muffled shouts. Wagner's voice cuts through, "Get off my fucking boat." Then a woman's scream, Natalie pleading. Davern freezes, heart pounding. He hears a scuffle, maybe a thud. Then eerie silence. He checks the deck. Natalie's gone. The dinghy's missing, bobbing loose near the shore. Wagner tells him, "Wait. Don't search yet." No lights. 4 hours crawl by before Wagner calls the Coast Guard. A star who couldn't swim vanished in the night. No way that adds up. Morning breaks. November 29th, 1981. A fisherman spots Natalie's body a mile from the Splendour near a rocky cave. She's in a nightgown, jacket, wool socks, floating face down. Bruises cover her arms, legs, neck. A fresh scratch marks her cheek. The dinghy's nearby motor off oars, untouched. Coroner Thomas Noguchi rules it accidental drowning. Natalie's blood alcohol was 0.1%, plus painkillers enough to make her dizzy, they claim. The official story, she slipped while tying the dinghy, hit. Her head fell in. But those bruises, dozens, some hours old, tell a darker story. Noguchi admits they could point to a struggle, not just the water. Natalie's fear of deep water was legendary. Friends say she'd never go near the ocean alone. Her sister Lana's gut screams foul play. Hollywood's elite whisper was Wagner hiding something. Was the industry protecting its own? The case closes fast, but the questions linger like a bad dream. The 1981 investigation feels rushed. Noguchi's report says Natalie tried retying the banging dinghy, slipped and drowned. Wagner claims she went to bed, maybe went out to fix the dinghy. Walken's vague, says he was asleep. Davern initially backs Wagner, but his story wobbles. Why wait 4 hours to call for help? Why no searchlights? Those bruises on her arms, neck, legs aren't explained away. Some look like grip marks, others like defensive wounds. Lana Wood pushes hard, saying Natalie would never climb onto a dinghy, especially not in a nightgown in pitch-black water. Hollywood's power players close ranks. Rumors swirl of pressure to call it an accident. Tabloids buzz with Wagner's jealousy, his temper, but the case shuts down by December 1981. Something's not right, and the public smells it. Everything changes in 2011. Dennis Davern drops a bombshell. He tells investigators he lied in 1981. He heard Natalie and Wagner fighting on deck, her screams that chilling, "Get off my fucking boat." He claims Wagner shoved her, maybe accidentally, and stopped him from searching, saying, "Let's wait, she'll come back." Davern's haunted, says he heard her crying for help in the dark, her voice fading. The case reopens. In 2013, the coroner changes the cause of death to drowning and other undetermined factors. Those bruises experts now say they predate the water, suggesting a fight. Wagner's named a person of interest in 2018, but at 95 in 2025, he's not talking living quietly in California. Watkins stays mum, claiming he slept through it all. Davern's story holds firm, but some call him a fame chaser unreliable. The drama keeps unfolding. In 2024, new witnesses emerge, reported in Marty Rulli's book Natalie Wood and the Devil She Knew. Two people on a nearby boat claim they heard Natalie scream for help, saw Wagner shoving her during a heated fight. Another witness from the 1960s says Wagner once pushed Natalie downstairs in a jealous rage, breaking her wrist. Lana Wood in 2024 interviews doubles down Wagner's temper, terrified Natalie for years, especially when he drank. She points to a 1962 incident. Wagner trashed a hotel room after suspecting Natalie's infidelity. Natasha Wagner, their daughter, calls these claims preposterous, defending her dad fiercely. But Lana insists Hollywood's elite shielded Wagner, burying the truth to protect a star. Could DNA on the dinghy or Natalie's nightgown hold answers? As of August 2025, testings stalled, no results yet. The case remains open, no charges filed. What really happened? Wagner's jealousy was no secret. Friends say he'd lose it when Natalie worked with charismatic co-stars like Walken. Davern's 2011 account paints a fight gone wrong. Maybe Wagner lashed out, Natalie fell or was pushed. Or was she drunk, stumbling into the water? The dinghy's motor was off oars, unused, hard to believe she took it out alone. Those bruises, some predating the water scream, struggled to experts. Yet Wagner's never cracked, and Walken's a ghost. Hollywood whispers of a cover-up protecting Wagner's star power. The Splendour cruise stories clash, and the ocean keeps its secrets. Every new witness, every scream pulls us deeper into the mystery. Natalie Wood deserves so much more. A star who lit up screens, a mom to Natasha and Courtney, gone at 43. Her death rocked Hollywood, exposing cracks in its glitzy facade. Parks near Catalina stayed quiet for years. Fans still leave flowers at her star on the Walk of Fame. Lana Wood fights on demanding justice, while Natasha holds tight to her father's innocence. In 2025, the case remains unsolved, Wagner uncharged at 95, living in the shadows. Could new DNA tests break it open, or is the truth lost forever in the Pacific drop? Your theories in the comments. Did Wagner snap, or was this a tragic slip? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep Natalie's name alive. Check out NatalieWood.org for her legacy. Thanks for diving into this chilling mystery with me. Stay safe out there.